Hey, want to see something? Look at 42nd Street right now. 1,000 emergency vehicles. Oh God, Billy, don't drop your phone. That'll be the next emergency. A crane on 10th Avenue down there. That's the construction site. You can see it. That's at like, did it again. I hit buttons and turned my video off. Anyway, right down there. That's a construction site at 10th Avenue and like 40th, 41st. A crane, like there's the tower and then the crane cab on top of it with the crane. Somehow the cabin caught fire and the crane itself, kaboom. I'm sure if you're watching the news, you'll see video of it, of just like kaboom onto 10th Avenue. And it did strike the building across the street, it looks like. As far as I just looked on the news, it says 4 people were injured, so I don't know how badly or, from falling debris onto the street or what. God, I hope not from a fucking crane falling from many, many stories up. Ooh, I look rough, don't I? Anyways. So if you saw yesterday's video, we did our Fauxopening gala for Back to the Future. It got more interesting after that video. First of all, in that video, I showed you the Legacy Robe ceremony, and somebody asked questions about it, so let me address that. The Legacy Robe. I told you the story of the Legacy Robe, formerly known as the Gypsy Robe, but we don't use that term anymore because it is insensitive to Romani people. A chorus member in the 40s at a show borrowed some chorus woman's dressing gown and sent it to the next show opening to their friend, which was the Ethel Merman musical, Call Me Madam. That individual took a cabbage rose off of one of Ethel Merman's gowns, attached it to this robe, and sent it to the next person opening the next show, and a tradition was started. So now, the robes themselves. It is a blank muslin kimono-style robe. And every season, or as soon as it fills up, they'll start a new one. So as it comes to your show, you get a panel. You've got the front top left, or the bottom left, or you've got the left top of the sleeve, or you got the back of the left sleeve, or it kind of just show by show by show, you fill the patches up, and then it gets retired and a new one is started. The individual who receives it does not get to keep it. It stays in our possession, or actually it probably went back to Equity last night. Our recipient had it last night, but I'm sure Equity takes it back today to have it ready to go to the next show that opens. And I'm not sure who opens next, but I know we got it from the musical Here Lies Love, which opened last Thursday night. So their winner brought it over and gave it to Jonna Lynn, our recipient. Now, when the next show opens, Jonna Lynn will go over, put the robe on, do the whole ceremony, take it off, and put it onto the individual who is the recipient for the next show, who has the most credits. We will get around to making the panel that goes on ours. It's always wardrobe that makes the panel that goes on the robe. And figure out what that panel wants to be. I should bring that up today at work. What do we want to do about a panel, y'all? Because they're going to come for us and say, what do you want to do, guys? Can you do it? That'll be fun. And then it gets moved on. So anyways, that was it. The other exciting thing that happened was, this was so unusual. Now remember, my show, Back to the Future, this is partly produced by Universal Studios, so it's like a Hollywood endeavor, more than a Broadway endeavor, and more than things I've been involved with. The gala was in conjunction with the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and we were raising money. They had auctions and stuff for the foundation. You can hear all sorts of sirens. Nothing's going on. A lot of big men with a lot of big trucks make a lot of big noise. Sorry. Anyway, Michael J. Fox was there. Now, Michael J. Fox does have Parkinson's, and he's had it for a long time. And the fact that he has a voice to speak on it and have a foundation, I am grateful for that, because, my mom is someone that did not have that. And I don't know how much she benefited from medications as a result of his foundation raising awareness or not. I don't know. But, so before we get to places, the show's supposed to start at 6:30, and they're saying we're starting at 6:30. No, we're not. It's Fauxopening. We're not starting before 6:45 at the earliest. No. At 6:45-ish is when they're like, you know what? We want to bring Doc and Marty in their costumes out of the theater to go out front by the red carpet to take pictures with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, who is also there, who originated the roles in the film. Okay, the Winter Garden Theater. The stage door is on 7th Avenue at 50th. The front of the theater is on Broadway at 50th. So literally the easiest way for them to do it without going through the auditorium and through the audience at the hoopla was out the stage door, around the block, and around to the front of the building. It had poured rain hours ago. So I'm running behind my two actors because I'm not about to let them out of my sight. While some stage management folks on the team with umbrellas in case it starts again are chasing. We're walking around the block. Not one person in New York City is noticing that a Doc and a Marty are walking around the block. Nobody notices. It was hilarious. We get out front, the hoopla, the people, the thing, the soaking wet red carpet. Now, if you remember from the day before when we opened the stock exchange, poor Casey, who plays Marty, dumped somebody's coffee all the hell over himself right before we had to do the on camera. So I'm waiting for him to slip in a puddle and be soaking wet at places. I'm waiting. It took for fucking ever to get these pictures, but I'll tell you, I'm going to post one of them with this. The picture of the four of them together, it's classic. But then they got all the other folks. Leah Thompson, who's in the film, was there, and and the directors and the creatives and the writers and the everybody, and they're doing all of this, and we are 20 minutes past curtain. While other, security people are like, we need to clear a path here, we need to let people in, we need to clear a path here, we need to clear a path here. It was like, okay, I'm trying to keep eyes on my actors. Then, Casey, Marty, who starts the show, he's done. So he runs over with one of our stage managers and runs around the block. Like, don't leave, where's he going? I have to watch Doc, Roger's still there. Wait, I wait with Roger, we go back in the building. Casey has wandered onto the stage. I hope he has his sunglasses in his pocket. I haven't had time to check. I hope he took off the vest, the puffer vest that goes over the jacket that doesn't put on until later in the show. I haven't had time to check. And music and lights, and they're doing it. I didn't even get to see him last look before the Fauxopening performance, which is kind of typical of the way it's been going over there. The left hand doesn't quite know what the right hand is doing. It's been a lot of that. Anyways, that was my exciting night last night. Did the show, did the party. I was at that party for 15 minutes. Oh, I couldn't wait to walk in, walk around, hug 5 people that I know, yell conversations in their ears in the loudness of the party, and right back down the stairs and home. Got in a cab, came home, put on my Eton dress, and called it a day. I couldn't have been happier about that. So happy Fauxopening. I have no idea what's going to happen next Thursday on our actual opening. Or is it just going to be like, yeah, and reviews? Who knows? Anyways, there's your story. Just in case anyone was wondering, everything's fine here in Midtown. I'm sure 10th Avenue is going to be shut down for the day. They've shut down the let out for the Lincoln Tunnel too, so I'm sure this is a traffic snarl in this part of Manhattan, which is really unfortunate. But I hope no one was seriously injured, and we'll see. Construction sites are always a hellscape. There it is. All right, bye.